Hello and welcome, I am Arumba, thank you for joining me. Let's play some more of our Factorio, no assembly required campaign. So, I kind of mess with it a little bit. It's not really that pretty, there's tracks going all over the place. But, it kind of is what it is. So, also I noticed we're having some power issues. I'm thinking there's something wrong up north while I was messing with this. We need to go deal with that. And, so the iron loop is complete. Copper loop is not. And we'll go look at that in a second once I figure out this power problem. I don't even remember where I did power. Apparently the issue is that there is almost no fuel up here. How on earth that happened? Don't really know. Probably because there's no fuel loop, which is what we should do. So for now, here's the thing, like I can temporarily solve the problem, probably, by just throwing down another electric miner. Which kinda like this used to be my old solution. Oh, just make more stuff. That, or maybe there's a biter break somewhere. I don't know. Do we have more of these things? Not made. Fortunately, I've been messing with the fuel lines and stuff, so I have tons of fuel in my inventory. Alright, so we should have plenty of power now. Fully available performance. Very good. And so, I kind of even don't like this anymore either. Like, I want to have a proper fuel loop. It's okay. It's okay. Between now and forever, eventually I'll get it exactly the way that I want it. Maybe. So, I think what we're going to do first is, we need to get this thing's fuel supply set up properly. Also, so okay, let's just compare the two. So we've got the fuel on the inside, the iron on the outside, and when we don't need the fuel anymore, then we can just remove the whole thing, and then we're fine. We can just kind of, wherever this ended up going, maybe up north or something. So this is just, the fuel's just going in all kinds of directions. It doesn't, there's no loop to it. So I think what we should do is have the fuel kind of head off and reconnect. This should be fine for now, I think. And we're going to have fuel coming in from down here, too. Maybe I should have done all this off camera and just, like, redone this whole setup, too. But basically, redesigning the entire factory. That's what Factorio is all about, isn't it? Never being satisfied with what you built the first time. And having to redo it over and over and over again. It's times like these where I almost consider just starting a new factory, because it's almost easier. But no, it's almost always faster to just continue where you left off. It's easy to sink, like, I don't know, 10 hours into a factory and then start over and be like, man, I'm gonna do it perfect this time. And then you don't do it any better. It's just you spend another 10 hours playing Factorio. Time well spent. Okay, that is all done. Now we need more transport belt. And we need power. That stuff's pretty much all set up, and so now it's just a matter of getting the fuel kind of reconnected again. I think what I'm actually going to do is send the fuel output from the iron line underneath the copper. Assuming I still have some more of these things. Oh man, I'm gonna be out soon. And we're going to send this stuff like back up around the lake and have it reconnect in with the original supply. I like loops. I don't know what to tell you. I like loops now. I want everything to be in a loop. Big ass loop. You heard me. I said it. A big loop. With the A word. Right through the oil field? Ah, we'll avoid the oil field. Ah, shoot, we're out of stuff. Well, it's a good thing that we have plenty of copper on the thing, so we don't have to really worry about it, but yeah, research that thing. So I need more stuff. Maybe we should spend some time on that. All kinds of junk in my inventory, he says as he picks up more junk. And we need transport belt to actually finish this. Of course we do. Now that we have a loop of iron, I feel no qualms whatsoever in like bleeding off some. Because in the past, what I would do is I would have, like at the end of a belt, I would just have it collect everything, and then the chest would get full, and then everything would just fall apart. Now I can say, okay, you know, grab 400 iron for me, and once it's full, good. It's only going to bleed off 400, and then the rest of it's available for the system, which is good. Yeah, I need a lot more transport belt. What else can we do? We built some of these things, that's useful. Some more circuits would be nice. To do that, this thing needs iron. I don't want them to be things that I have to put stuff in anymore. That's going to be the first thing that we change as soon as I stop messing around with these furnaces. Okay, the thing that I needed that I didn't have any more of was splitters and underground belt. So let's get a couple, like 10 or so of those. It certainly makes transport belts quickly. Oh yeah, we did pick up some. Let's get these things working. I think I do actually have some spare of these guys. If I had done it differently, we could have just put all the red and green on one belt. We wouldn't need nearly as many inserters right now. But whatever. An inserter is not a huge resource sink. Not a big deal. Grab some of this crap too. Game seems to be running kind of weird. I wonder if Windows Update's going on or something. It's choppy. Alright, so we got 7 splitters. That's decent. Give me some underground belt. Yeah. And we gotta get rid of the iron ore and the copper ore, and I think I put a whole bunch of stuff down in some chests. It's good for now. Do we have enough transport belt? No. Not nearly. We have like 100. Now we're seeing an iron. None of the iron's getting through. Between this thing siphoning off spare iron for my use, and also I drained that line, that transport belt there. I think we just wait here for a second. It's not going to take too long for it to burn through all that iron. Let's get a couple more transport belts on us. Alright. That ought to be enough to get the job done. So first things first, I think we connect this up to there. And we are going to avoid the oil, because you never know, we might need that. At some point. Oh, crap. So don't I have the ability to make steel yet? Shouldn't we be making some steel? Alright. Fuel loop. Made. It's a loop of fuel. And so now... now we can start messing with this one too. So, how do we want to do this? Let's just get rid of everything. Let's just start fresh and clean. Alright, so I could tie into the fuel over here, or we could create a secondary loop over here. It doesn't matter, as long as it's part of a loop, then it's good. And it's fantastic. So, I think we do a splitter over here. More research, right. Let's do flight. Sure, why not? Rapidly approaching robots, and I haven't even started the oil industry. Alright, I'm tired of looking for these things in the inventory. I don't need turrets. Oh man, my inventory's full again. Get rid of this iron ore. Let's get rid of this copper ore as well. And some fuel. Okay, so what was I looking for? Right, get those up there. I don't need that in my hotbar anymore. And let's throw these two down there and then reserve them. So, I need a splitter over here on the fuel. And I also need a splitter on the copper. Why don't we just do it here? There's one. And then you make two. That doesn't really work, does it? Underground belt. And then for the fuel, see, I figured it out. Like the way to handle it, I think. Let me see if this still makes sense. Is you put the splitter like right on where the track would be, and then just run an underground belt underneath all of it. And then that way, you've got one that can branch off directly beneath it, and then the other one that can go forward. And that seems to work. Okay. Let's run these fuel lines all the way down. And it looks like I can actually just make a merge point over here. Get rid of that one. No, that's silly. No. This is crazy, but it'll work. There we go. I've lost my mind, by the way. If you're wondering why I'm doing such strange things, it's because I've been playing too much Factorio. But I'm having fun. Are you having fun? I hope you're having fun. That's all that really matters. If you're having fun playing the game, and you're playing it the right way. And I like loops. I don't know how many times I have to say it till you understand that. And the last thing we have to do is clear this all out, because it all got messed up. I think that that is working now. So we've got a loop of fuel that goes around through here. It shouldn't really have any issue being powered as long as there's enough total fuel being made. Now, I haven't really seen any purpose in making the raw material, like iron ore and copper ore, in a loop yet, but this is better, I think. It's complicated-er, certainly, but it kind of just makes sure that the belts don't just get full and do nothing. Like these. This is just a problem waiting to happen. Like, there was, at one point, an excessive amount of fuel going that way. But what if in the future there isn't, and then the throughput is not enough? It'd be better to instead have this as part of a loop and not do it this way. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna do this one a little bit quickly off camera, but I'm gonna take a break here. I'm gonna redesign this little brick-making area with a different layout. And then we'll be back. So, alright, cool. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you soon.